In recent years, the Philippines has been undergoing a strategic military transformation. With increasing regional tensions and the need for credible deterrence, the armed forces of the Philippines have begun modernizing their capabilities. One of the most significant and talked about additions to the country's arsenal is the M142 High Mobility Artillery Rocket System or HIMARS. Known for its precision, speed, and devastating firepower, this system symbolizes not only technological advancement but also a shift in defense posture. And today, on Motor Authority Philippines, we take a deep dive into what the M142 missile system means for our country and why it's such a game changer. The M142 HIMARS isn't new to global defense circles. It has been in use by the United States and several allied nations for years, proving its worth in multiple combat scenarios. It is a lightweight, mobile artillery system mounted on a standard 5-ton truck chassis. It can launch multiple types of precision-guided munitions from rockets to long-range tactical missiles like the M140 Army Tactical Missile System, or ATACMS. But what's more significant is its rapid deployment ability. In military terms, this means it can hit targets and then reposition quickly before enemy forces can counterattack. For a country like the Philippines, made up of over 7,000 islands, mobility is not just an advantage, it's a necessity. The archipelagic nature of our territory presents unique defense challenges. With mounting tensions in the West Philippine Sea, a system like the M142 becomes critical. Its ability to launch deep strike missions without the need for fixed installations allows us to defend even the most remote areas of our territory. The M142's range of up to 300 kilometers with the ATACMS gives it the power to hit strategic targets far beyond the coastlines, effectively deterring hostile maneuvers. One of the most important things to understand about this system is that it isn't just about the missiles, it's about the network. The M142 operates as part of an integrated system of targeting and intelligence. This includes satellite imagery, drone reconnaissance, and battlefield management software. Together, this allows the missile system to operate with pinpoint accuracy. In conflict zones like Ukraine, HIMARS was credited for helping to turn the tide against well-equipped adversaries. The same logic applies here, as the Philippines can use this capability to protect sovereignty, even when outnumbered. In 2025, the arrival of the M142 in the Philippines wasn't just a military delivery, it was a message. The acquisition came as part of a broader security agreement with the United States, ensuring not just the hardware, but also training, logistics, and real-time intelligence support. For years, the Philippine military had to rely on aging World War II-era equipment. The introduction of HIMARS is not just modernization, it's transformation. It tells the world that the Philippines is serious about defending its national interest. Critics argue that spending billions on missile systems could be better allocated elsewhere, education, healthcare, or disaster response. But in the world of geopolitics, defense is not optional. Without a credible deterrent, any progress we make in other sectors can be wiped out in a single conflict. Think about it: how when nations know that the Philippines can strike back with precision, the cost of aggression becomes significantly higher. That's what HIMARS offers, not just missiles, but peace through strength. What's also interesting is how the Philippine Army has adapted to the system. Training exercises conducted in late 2024 and early 2025 have shown that local personnel are not only capable but proficient in operating and maintaining HIMARS. From Ilocos to Palawan, the military has been conducting joint exercises simulating real-world attack and defense scenarios. And perhaps the most striking feature? how these launchers can fire and disappear from view in under 5 minutes say it's the ultimate hit-and-run tool in modern warfare. Motor Authority Philippines has been closely tracking this development, not just for its military significance but also for its impact on defense technology in Southeast Asia. We've seen how neighboring countries are responding. Vietnam is increasing its missile defenses. Indonesia is watching closely. China has issued stern warnings. But one thing remains clear: the Philippines is no longer the soft underbelly of the Pacific. With HIMARS in our hands, we've drawn a line in the sand. Technically speaking, each M142 launcher carries 6 Guided Multiple Launch Rocket System, GMLRS, rockets or 1 ATACMS missile. GMLRS rounds can hit within a 1-2 meter margin of error at ranges of up to 78-85 kilometers. ATACMS, on the other hand, is more strategic. Capable of striking enemy infrastructure, command posts, and logistics nodes from hundreds of kilometers away, it gives the Philippines offensive depth previously unheard of. Combine that with the system's ability to be transported by C-130 aircraft or naval ships, and you have a platform that can be deployed to any island or forward base in hours, not days. The Philippine Department of National Defense has also hinted at possible integration with other platforms. Surveillance drones, for example, could serve as forward observers for HIMARS missions. Naval radars and coastal surveillance systems could feed data into HIMARS fire control, making it not just a standalone system, but part of a larger kill chain. This networked warfare capability is the hallmark of modern armed forces, and it's something that, until recently, the Philippines lacked. Let's not forget the symbolic aspect. HIMARS is not just a tool, it's a statement. When ordinary Filipinos see these powerful systems in military parades or news reports, it boosts national pride. It says we are no longer dependent. We are not just waiting for foreign powers to protect us. We are investing in our own strength. And when other countries see this, they reconsider their strategies. In terms of future developments, there are talks about acquiring precision strike missiles, PRSM, the next generation munitions designed to replace ATACMS. These could push the range up to 500 kilometers or more. That would allow the Philippines to monitor and control vast stretches of maritime territory. It would also align with our aspirations for greater self-reliance in defense production. In fact, some government officials have proposed exploring localized manufacturing or at least maintenance hubs to reduce dependency on external suppliers. There's also an educational benefit. The introduction of HIMARS has catalyzed interest in STEM fields related to defense technology. Universities are starting to offer programs in aerospace engineering, systems integration, and military logistics. This new focus could help create an ecosystem of innovation in the long run, not just for missiles, but for drones, cyber defense, and surveillance systems. In short, the M142 is not just shaping the battlefield, it's shaping the future. So where do we go from here? For Motor Authority Philippines, the journey doesn't end with the delivery of a few missile trucks. This is about keeping a close eye on how systems like HIMARS evolve, how they're deployed, and how they redefine the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific region. As tensions simmer and alliances shift, one thing is clear: the Philippines is no longer just watching from the sidelines. We are active participants in the new defense reality. And with HIMARS in our arsenal, we are ready not for war, but for peace through strength. This has been Motor Authority Philippines. If you found this deep dive informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss our next feature on cutting-edge military tech and how it's changing our world. Stay sharp, stay safe.